Ben Kuchnikovich with Purple Row. We're jumping right into this one. David Dahl takes first pitch outside, ball one from Garrett Richards, today's starter for the Padres. This Purple Row broadcast is not affiliated with MLB The Show 20, Major League Baseball, or the Colorado Rockies. 1-0 pitch to Dahl is taken for a strike. Well, Major League Baseball and the MLB Players Association came to an agreement on Thursday evening. That one's outside, 2-1. Jeff Passan of ESPN, Ken Rosenthal of The Athletic, all over this story. There's the 2-1 to Dahl. Is taken inside. Trevor Story waiting on deck. Players and owners both were pretty in pretty strong agreement to pass this one. So that one's low, and David Dahl draws a leadoff walk. Rockies down 2-1 in this best-of-4 game series, trying to split the series today as Trevor Story steps to the plate. So various issues dealing with the shortened or potentially canceled 2020 season were voted on. As part of the deal, players receive a $170 million advance spread over 2 months, salaries being prorated based on the length of the season. First pitch to Story is in there for a strike. If there is no season, Jeff Passan reports that money will be kept by players. It's the 0-1 to Story, and it's taken outside. Rusty Valentine behind the plate, home plate umpire Jerry Hillsdale at first base today. Rosenthal reports money will be distributed between 4 tiers of players, those with guaranteed contracts and those in 3 different levels of split contracts between majors and minors. That swung on and slashed foul the other way, and it's 1-2 on Trevor Story. Also, MLB has the right to shorten the 2020 draft to 5 rounds. Additionally, it can delay the start of the international signing period to be as late as January of 2021. Rosenthal says Major League Baseball will decide the date, but the draft will be held no later than late July. Story fouls and out of play. Players also get to sign off on scheduling. And the 2021 draft, according to Passan, can also be shortened to up to 20 rounds and push back the 2021 to 22 signing period, international signing period, that is, to January 2022 through December of that year as well. But big importance is related to service time. We'll talk about it after this 2-2 to Story. And it's high and away. If there is no 2020 season, players will get full service time. So we talked in this broadcast before about Mookie Betts and how there's a potential he could never play for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Story swings and hits a fly ball towards left center field. On the run is Pham, and he gets there to make the catch for out number 1. So Mookie Betts, Trevor Bauer, Marcus Stroman, JT Realmuto, they will be free agents. As we look at today's starting lineup for the Rockies, Dahl in center, Story at short, batting third, the right fielder Charlie Blackmon, cleanup, third baseman Nolan Arenado, batting fifth is the first baseman Daniel Murphy, Ryan McMahon bats sixth, Ian Desmond is in left field batting seventh, behind the plate is Tony Wolters, and Antonio Senzatella makes his first start of the season. Here's Charlie Blackmon. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. So yeah, those players will be free agents in November, regardless of whether games are played or not. The players will get the same amount of service time as they got in 2019 if there is no regular season in 2020, besides the one that we're simulating for you. Swing and a miss by Blackmon, who's quickly down 0-2. And that one's low and away. Ball 1. full year of service for those who are active or on the injured list for the entirety of the shortened season, regardless of length, and same service as that earned in 2019 if the season is canceled. Blackman swings and drives one towards the gap in right center field. On the run is Myers, and that ball is going to bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. Advancing to third will be David Dahl, and Blackman will pull into second with that ground rule double. That's his first double of the season. As Rockies have struggled to get offense going early in this series, trying to do it today. Already got a couple runners in scoring position now for Nolan Arenado. Hit .315 with 41 home runs in 2019. First pitch from Richards is on its way. It's taken just a little bit low.
Ball one, no strike.
And that's way inside. That hits Arenado around the letters. And that's going to load the bases. Really dangerous spot for that one. Luckily, Arenado was able to get his head out of the way, so that one just hit him square in the back. So he'll be all right, but that's going to load the bases now with one out. And the batter is Daniel Murphy. Tell you about some other stipulations of the agreements between Major League Baseball and the MLBPA after this first pitch to Murphy, which is swung on and grounded to first. It goes 3-6-3 for the double play. And the Rockies get the bases loaded with one out, but Daniel Murphy grounds into the double play to end the inning. We'll talk more after the break about the deal between the two sides. We're scoreless. Antonio Senzatella makes his first start of the year for the Rockies. Last year was one that could be improved upon. 124 and 2/3 innings pitched. Earned run average of .671, 76 strikeouts against 57 walks. That's not a great ratio. Senzatella also allowed his fair share of home runs. He was out of options this year and could not be sent down to the minor leagues without his consent. Did make the roster as the fourth starter in the opening day rotation. First batter he faces is Juan Lagares, who takes first pitch inside. So is also part of the MLBPA deal. Players who are not going to be free agents next season, like Matt Chapman, Matt Olson, they will be able to graduate to arbitration after gaining that full year of service time. Lagares swings, let's say, fly ball to right field. Blackman, camping under it, makes the catch for out number one. And that was according to Joel Sherman of the New York Post and MLB Network. Let's look at the starting lineup now for the Padres. Lagares in center, Hosmer at first. Pham will bat third and left field, batting cleanup. Shortstop Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado at third base, Will Myers in right. Brian Dozier bats seventh, plays second base. Francisco Mejia, the catcher, bats eighth. And then Garrett Richards, the pitcher, is batting ninth. Here's Eric Hosmer, got the day off yesterday. There are a couple of good first two games. He swings and pulls one foul. Passan also reports that because the season will clearly be shorter, the arbitration rules will be adjusted so players are not penalized for putting up counting stats that don't stack up to past comparables, and it made a lot of sense to do it that way. One to Hosmer is outside, ball two. And that's swung on and lined towards left field, a base hit for Hosmer. Went out single for Eric Hosmer now. Also from Joel Sherman, non-drafted players would have a cap of a $20,000 bonus. There's a whole lot of stipulations to this deal. As Tommy Pham steps in. First pitch from Senzatella is swung on and lined into center field, a base hit. First, a couple of runners on now for the Padres after Lagares flied out, then a couple of line drive singles. Also from Sherman, MLB will propose a schedule at some point with best efforts to play as many games as possible, taking into account player health and safety, but nothing concrete yet, and what an abbreviated season would look like, as Fernando Tatis Jr. steps in for the Padres. First pitch from Senzatella is low. Owners had a conference call at noon on Friday Eastern Time and were able to ratify the deal. There's also a transaction freeze, so we saw teams optioning players over the past week. There's a swing and a miss. Runners take off for second and third, and the throw to third will get the lead runner Hosmer. Advancing to second is Pham. So there are 2 outs now, with 1 runner on second base for Tatis. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and pulled foul. So in real life, the Colorado Rockies optioned several players: Ryan Castellani, Jesus Tinoco, Jose Mujica, Elias Diaz, and others. Jonathan Daza also won. There's a fly ball to left field. Desmond's going back, and he'll make the catch, and that'll retire the side. We're through an inning of play. We're scoreless between the Padres and Rockies. Still a lot to unpack with the MLB-MLBPA deal when we come back. Ryan McMahon leads off the second inning for the Rockies. They're a rough first few games. .250 with 24 home runs and a .450 slugging percentage in 2019 for McMahon. Richards will deliver pitch number 21, and it swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts in yesterday's game for McMahon. The 0-1 pitch is a check swing, and he went quickly 0-2 on McMahon. So no optioning, no trading, no signing of players under that agreement, because there is that transaction freeze in place until whenever baseball resumes. McMahon swings and misses, and he's had a really rough start to this season. That's quickly out number 1. So he goes down on 3 pitches. That'll bring up Ian Desmond. First pitch is low. From Jeff Passan, draft picks get only $100,000 of their bonus in 2020, with half the remainder due by July 1st of 2021. Desmond swings and gets a weak ground ball to third. Machado up with it, and he throws it into the seats, out of play. That's going to give Desmond second base. An error on Machado, who had more time than I think he thought he did. This is an awful throw. Desmond's now at second for Tony Wolters. Wolters has had a good start to this season. .262 with a home run a year ago. First pitch to Wolters is swung on and chopped weakly to second base. Making the play is Dozier. Desmond will advance to third. He's there with 2 outs now for Senzatella. So yeah, draft picks only getting $100K of their bonus in 2020, according to Jeff Passan, but half the remainder is due July 1st, 2021, and the other half July 1st, 2022. Teams cannot trade draft picks or international slot money. Here's Senzatella now, as the first pitch to him is a breaking ball for a strike. Major League Baseball may run a combine for amateur players in 2020 and 2021, as there's a pitch inside. The same bonus rules apply to the 2021 draft, and drug suspensions will be served in 2020, but if there is no season, they won't carry over to 2021. Same goes for Yankees pitcher Domingo Germán, who was suspended for a domestic violence situation. .1-1 to Senzatella is swung on and grounded weakly to second base. Dozier from the outfield grass makes the play in time, and that'll retire the side. We go to the bottom of the second, scoreless Rockies and Padres. Manny Machado, who made a error in the top half of the second inning, leads off the bottom half of the inning. Hit 256 with 32 home runs in his first year in San Diego. A few more things on the MLB-MLBPA deal from Jeff Passan. The players in the league agreed that the 2020 season in real life, not our simulation, won't begin until there are no bans on mass gatherings that limit the ability to play in front of fans. There's a caveat to that, and we'll tell you after the first pitch to Machado, which is in the dirt. The caveat agreed to by the players in the league is that they will consider playing games at neutral sites instead of home ballparks. They will consider the feasibility of playing in empty stadiums and just how proper a solution it may be for both sides and especially the fans. As Machado swings and lifts a fly ball to right field, should be playable for Blackmon. He's there and makes the catch for out number 1. And the season will not begin until there are no travel restrictions. So we'll take a look at the Rockies' defense now. Left to right in the outfield, it's Desmond, Dahl, and Blackmon. Infield corners, Nolan Arenado and Daniel Murphy. Up the middle, your double play combination is Trevor Story and Ryan McMahon, and your battery consists of the catcher, Tony Wolters, and your starting pitcher today, Antonio Senzatella. Will Myers, the batter. And the first pitch to him is taken for a strike. And the regular season will not begin until medical experts determine games will not pose a risk to health of teams and fans. Setting up high and in, and it is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Myers. One pitch is outside. Final note from Joel Sherman, and then we should have about everything covered in this deal as Myers swings and misses. The agreement includes a promise to begin immediately discussing an accelerated spring training schedule, split doubleheaders, expanded rosters, potential elimination of the All-Star game, and extending the regular season into October. So that's all the new information we've learned over the past few days. Here comes a 3-2 to Myers. And it's swung on and lifted in the air to right. Blackmon's going back, and he's got a beat on it. Makes the catch for out number 2. So we've known that Major League Baseball wants to play as many games as possible. 162 is ideal. It's looking less and less likely that that will happen. Bud Black, when he was talked to for the Denver Post, reported that he's heard the possibility of playing 7-inning doubleheaders. We know that we have a 26-man roster now, which goes up to 28 in September instead of the 40 that it was, as Dozier swings and misses for strike 2. Now it looks like expanded rosters may be a thing, especially if you do doubleheaders. Expanded rosters past the 26 for the rest of the regular season as well. Dozier swings, chops one up the middle. Story is not able to make the play as he drops that ball. Likely be an infield single, and it will be. 2-out single now for Brian Dozier. They'll bring up Francisco Mejia. 265 with 8 home runs last year. He's had a very good start to this series. Got a little bit of a breather yesterday as Austin Hedges took over for the latter portions of the game, and Hedges was able to come through as well with a walk-off single in yesterday's ball game, which scored Manny Machado. Here's the first pitch coming to Mejia, and it's inside. Next delivery is breaking ball for a strike. One is high.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That swung on and pulled foul. So thank you for listening to this broadcast and watching as well. From Purple Road, this has been Kuchner-Kavich with you during this time of COVID-19 and no baseball. Charlie Blackmon was quoted in a Denver Post article by Patrick Saunders as saying he's never watched so much news. Fly ball to center, Dahl is right there to make the catch, and that'll retire the side. After two innings, we're still scoreless. Top of the order due up for the Rockies. We'll see if they can get something going. David Dahl still looking for his first hit of the new campaign. Drew a walk back in the first inning. He leads off this top of the third. First pitch from Richards is swung on and lined towards left field, but right there to make the catch, had him shifted that way, was Machado for out number 1. That was perfect positioning by Machado. We'll bring up Trevor Story, flied out his first time up. We also appreciate you leaving your comments and chats in the chat room on the YouTube live premiere section. I was not expecting that was going to be much of a thing, but it looks like we've at least a handful of people have made use of that, and that's really exciting. As long as one person enjoys these broadcasts, then I think we're doing this for a worthy cause. 0-1 to Story is taken just a bit inside. Richards didn't like that call. But swung on and popped up foul territory right behind the plate. He is camping under, and he makes the catch for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackman.
That will bring up Charlie Blackman. Got a double his first time up, ground rule double. First pitch is inside.
1-1, no strike.
Yesterday we gave you the players' war as an effort to just offer a few advanced metrics to you. That's a strike on the outside corner. Today we'll go with DRC plus and DRA minus for pitchers. So DRC plus is a stat from Baseball Prospectus, with 100 being average, over that mark being above average, under that mark being below average. There's a strike, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Baseball's leader in the 2019 season was Mike Trout, who had a 177 DRC plus, meaning he was 77% better than the average hitter. As Blackman follows and out of play, leading the NL was Christian Yelich at 167. This factors in things like park factors and a whole bunch of other things. Pitching matchups. So Blackman takes a pitch in the dirt count, evens at 2. Blackman last year, according to this metric, had a DRC plus of 129, meaning he was 29% above league average at the plate. Two-two pitch to Blackman. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. We head to the bottom of the third, scoreless Rockies and Padres. Garrett Richards, the pitcher, leads off this bottom of the third inning against Antonio Senzatella. First pitch is in for a strike. Nope, it's called a ball. Interesting call. 1-0 pitch coming to Richards is swung on and missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Another beautiful day here in San Diego. One to Richards is high and away.
I got 2-1 to count.
So deserved run average minus, which is calculated the opposite way. of DRC plus as Richards fouls one out of play. 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled out of play. Best DRA minus last year belonged to Kirby Yates of the San Diego Padres. For a starter, it belonged to Steven Strasburg of the Nationals. Strike 3 called, he got him on strikes. 39 was the mark for Kirby Yates. Meaning he was 61% better than the average pitcher. And for Strasburg, that means he was 58% better. Juan Lagares fouls one out of play. Senzatella, his mark was 147, 47% worse than league average last year. So he had some things to work on this offseason. 1-1 pitch is taken outside. Juan Lagares had a DRC plus of 62. Meaning 38% below average. 3-1 is swung on and pulled foul. Count goes full. And the 3-2 one more time is swung on and fouled again. Wolter setting up high and tight, and it's popped in the air to center. Right there is David Dahl. Makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric.
And here is Eric Hosmer. Base hit his first time up. Homer in the first game of the series off of John Gray. First pitch is low.
1-0.
5 for 14 with 2 doubles in Hosmer's career against Senzatella. 1-0 pitch is swung on and grounded past Story into left field, a base hit. It's another 2-out single, this time for Eric Hosmer.
Now batting,
In steps Tommy Pham now. Base hit his first time up. He swings and chops one towards second base, but it gets by McMahon into center field, a base hit. So the Hosmer-Pham combination comes through again with a couple singles. We'll see if they can get home this time. Pham had a DRC plus of 116 in 2019. That was 16% better than league average. As Fernando Tatis Jr. steps to the plate. First pitch is high, but called a strike. Tatis has an extra look for the umpire about that one. Tatis flied out his first time up. 118 DRC plus, 18% above league average for Tatis in his injury-shortened 2019 campaign. 0-1 from Senzatella is low and away. Tatis 0 for 4 in yesterday's ball game. Still looking to get things going in the new season. But he definitely has it in him as the 1-1 from Senzatella is swung on and pulled to third. Arenado will throw to first, and that'll retire the side. Through 3 innings at Petco Park, still scoreless Rockies and Padres. Nolan Arenado leads off the top of the 4th inning. He was hit by a pitch his first time up, so you know he's hankering to get a knock here. First pitch from Richards in this 4th inning is taken for a strike. Arenado reached base via the walk twice yesterday, otherwise was 0 for 2. Arenado best hitter on the Rockies in terms of DRC plus in 2019, 136, meaning he was 36% better than league average. That was 17th overall in baseball. He takes one high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
1-1 pitch is swung on and hit toward short. Tatis makes the play for out number 1.
Up next for Colorado, the first baseman,
Daniel Murphy grounded out his first time up. First pitch to Murphy is taken outside. Murphy had a DRC plus of 97, meaning he was just 3% below league average last year. So they're just looking for a little bit more from Murphy this year. But Black says we'll see a different Daniel Murphy. 1-0 pitch is a check swing, and home plate umpire says Murphy went too far. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch is taken inside. Swinging a foul out of play. Garrett Richards only pitched 8 2/3 innings last year, coming back from injury. 2-2 to Murphy is swung on and fouled away. And the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes, 2 out. Third strikeout of the day for Richards.
now batting, the second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
That'll bring up Ryan McMahon. First pitch, swung on and lined into left field, a base hit. 2-out single for Ryan McMahon.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ian.
3 2/3 innings as we check in on the day for Richards. Next pitch will be number 50. 3 strikeouts and a walk, a couple hits, but he's worked out of trouble when he's been in it. Ian Desmond, the batter. He swings and misses through the first pitch. But when the Padres signed Richards, they knew he was going to be hurt to begin the year. But they also knew what he was able to do when he was a member of the Los Angeles Angels. Had a 3.66 ERA in 2018 in 76 2/3 innings. Desmond swings lines one into right field, a base hit. McMahon will hold up at second, I should say. That'll put 2 runners on now for Tony Wolters. Rockies have had a few base runners, but haven't been able to bring anyone home. Same can be said for the Padres early in this one. So here's Wolters now. First pitch is down and in. A DRA minus of 83 for Garrett Richards in 2018. And he was better than 17% of his opponents. That one is down and in. Wolters hitting .500 on the season with runners in scoring position. Give him the MVP now. Of course, a very small sample size as we have yet to finish our first series of the season. 2-0 coming from Richards is taken for a strike with a breaking ball. Tony Wolters had an 85 DRC plus last year. And 15% below league average. Did get on base at a good clip to help his cause. 2-1 is swung on and chopped foul at the plate. Here comes the 2-2, and it's swung on and fouled out of play. Two coming to Wolters with 2 outs. Swung on and pulled to first. Hosmer gets it, and that'll retire the side. Rockies again get a couple base runners, but no one crosses the dish. We're scoreless going to the bottom of the fourth. Machado, Myers, Dozier due up for San Diego. Manny Machado leads things off for the Friars in the fourth. Flied out his first time up. First pitch from Senzatella here in the fourth is high and tight. Machado, very brief sample, but 3 hits and 5 at-bats in his career against Senza. The 1-0 is swung on and chopped foul. Machado, again we're looking at DRC Plus today. Machado had a 106 DRC Plus, just 6% above league average last year. The 2-1 is swung on and lined towards right center field. That ball's going to get down, and it's going to split the outfielders and go all the way to the wall. Blackman picks it up. Machado is going to cruise into second base with a leadoff double. First double of the season for Machado. Here's Will Myers. Machado on second, nobody out. That was pitch number 50 for Senzatella. Let's see what 51 brings. And it's swung on and grounded. Diving stop by McMahon. Knocks it down, but he doesn't have a play. Myers will reach first. Over to third is Machado on that single, and there are runners on the corners with nobody out now for Brian Dozier. First pitch to Dozier is taken inside. Dozier is a member of the Nationals last year at a 104 DRC plus, 4% above average. Here comes a 1-0 from Senzatella. And it's taken away. .20 offering is down and in. 3 balls, no strikes. Francisco Mejia on deck, hoping to have 3 base runners when he gets there. Maybe less. Maybe he'd rather have 0 base runners if Dozier were to homer here. .30 is swinging at 3-0 and fouled out of play. Just a bit outside, ball 4. He walked him, bases loaded, nobody out now for Francisco Mejia. Hit a big 3-run home run in game 1. Flied out his first time up today. Mejia had a DRC plus of 90, so 10% below average in his time with Cleveland in 2019. 24-year-old Francisco Mejia takes first pitch outside. Rough seas early for Senzatella. The 1-0 is high. 2-0. Pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to center. Dahl is going back on this one, but he's got a read on it. He'll make the catch. Tagging from third and scoring is Machado. Myers advances to third. It's 1-0 Padres. Sac fly RBI for Francisco Mejia, and that'll bring up the pitcher Garrett Richards. If Senzatella can get out of this inning only allowing the 1 run, it would be a small victory. Richards struck out his first time up. First pitch, not bunting, but a pitch inside. 9-year career now with Richards, most of that time with the Angels. Here comes a 1-0. And it's taken low. Really need to be going after the pitcher here. But it's been a laborious 4th inning for Senzatella, who's now at 61 pitches, still a couple big outs to get. is swung on and lined towards right field. That's a base hit. That's going to go into the corner. It's going to get Myers home and make it 2-0. That ball is backed up so it won't let the next runner get home, Dozier. But that is a double for Garrett Richards, and that is his first major league hit, 9-year career. But an RBI double for Garrett Richards. That's his first big league hit. Makes it 2-0 Padres. And that'll turn the lineup over now for Juan Lagares as Yency Almonte begins to throw in the Rockies bullpen. First pitch to Lagares is swung on and chopped to third. Arenado's only play will be at first. That's out number 2. Runners will stay put at second and third. It's Dozier at third, Richards at second. Eric Hosmer, the batter. First pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. Two for 2 with 2 singles today for Hosmer. The 0-1 offering is swung on and fouled out of play. Quickly 0-2 on Hosmer. Senzatella needs another big pitch to get out of this jam. A swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. That'll retire the side, but not before the Padres put up 2 runs, one of which thanks to the first major league hit a double by the starting pitcher today, Garrett Richards. We go to the 5th, 2-0. Bud Black and Steve Foster have some decisions to make, as Antonio Senzatella worked hard in that 4th inning, gave up 2 runs. He will lead off this 5th as we have double barrel action in the Padres bullpen. It's Drew Pomeranz, the lefty, and Luis Perdomo, the righty. Senzatella grounded out his first time up. Always a rough time when your pitcher has to lead off the inning. Almost assures that you're going to be playing with an out already on the board when your leadoff hitter comes to the plate. Rockies have had base runners. Just haven't been able to bring anyone home. Padres were able to break through in their bottom half of the 4th inning as Senzatella swings and misses. He's quickly down 0-2. Next pitch is number 60 on the day for Richards. And it swung on and missed for strike 3. Out number 1 here in the 5th. 4th strikeout for Richards. Rockies have gone with virtually the same lineup in every game of this series. The only change was yesterday when Elias Diaz gave Tony Wolters a breather behind the plate. Otherwise, lineup 1 through 7 has been the same. Lineup turns over now for David Dahl, still looking for that first hit on the new season. First pitch from Richards is taken high and away. Dahl lined out his last time up, drew a walk in the 1st inning. Didn't hit the ball especially poorly his last plate appearance, but they had him played perfectly. Machado was able to make the catch out of the outfield grass. 1-0 to Dahl is taken high. Dahl was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts in yesterday's game, where no one was able to put together much of offense. There's a line drive towards left field. That's going to drop foul. Makes it 2-1 on Dahl. The next delivery from Richards is low and in. 3 balls and a strike with Trevor Story waiting on deck. Already 1 walk today for Dahl. And the 3-1 is swung on and chopped foul. 3-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to right. Myers going back. He's got it in range. He makes the catch for out number 2. Pitch speed comparison brought to you by Tops. Garrett Richards is at 99 today. Senzatella 96. Here's Trevor Story, 0 for 2, fly out and a pop out. And that's taken for a strike. 1-1 on Story, who has hit 123 home runs across his first 4 seasons. Still looking for number 1 of 2020. That's the year. 0-1 to Story. It's a breaking ball swung on and missed quickly. 0-2. 45 of 68 pitches have been strikes for Richards. Here comes pitch number 69. 0-2 to Story. That one's taken high.
1-2.
1-2 pitch, taken outside.
Outside.
Tommy John surgery for Garrett Richards. Had to leave the game back in 2018 with a right forearm irritation, then revealed he had a damaged UCL on the MRI. Story swings and misses to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Padres. Tommy Pham 2 for 2 with a couple of base hits leads off the bottom of the 5th as James Pazos is now warming up in the bullpen. He was recalled after Kyle Freeland was placed on the 15-day injured list with that broken cheek. After sustaining that injury yesterday, Tyler Kinley also warming up alongside Pazos. Simulated manager Bud Black says Freeland expects to miss only the minimum amount of time. That pitch is low. Assuming his spot in the rotation is Jeff Hoffman, who pitched yesterday in relief of Freeland. So that'll be regular rest for him, even though he didn't get a full start in yesterday. That pitch is high, 2-1 to Pham. Pitch number 70 on the day for Senzatella is swung on and popped up. First baseman Murphy into foul territory, camps under it. Makes the catch for out number 1. First time Pham has been retired today. .95-mile-an-hour fastball in a good position there to get a pop out. Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 2, fly out, ground out is part of his day. First pitch from Senzatella, swung on and grounded on a chop to third. Arenado plays the hop, makes the play for out number 2. But as sure-handed as you can get over there at third base, Nolan Arenado has won a Gold Glove in every single season he's played in the major leagues. Matt Chapman over on the Oakland A's, the American League, maybe giving him a run for his money in terms of defensive metrics, but still in terms of the National League, Arenado is the cream of the crop. Machado fouls one out of play. 0-1 pitch to Machado is taken for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Machado. Senzatella looks for a much better 5th inning. Here comes the 0-2. It's down and in. One-two pitch, low. The 2-2, swinging a foul out of play. Next delivery is taken high and the count goes full. Machado, in his second year of a 10-year, $300 million deal, make $32 million in each year of that deal. He does have an opt-out clause after the 2023 season, but don't think that's money he's going to want to give up. Just my speculation. 3-2, swung on and lifted in the air to shallow center field. Now Dahl goes back, and he makes the catch. Now retire the side. We're through 5 innings, better inning for Senzatella. Big hitters due up for the Rockies in the 6th, Blackman, Arenado, and Murphy. Big hitters due up for the Rockies here in the 6th. Charlie Blackman starts off, though the first 6 batters in the Rockies order have struggled to reach the Mendoza line early on in this new season. First pitch from Richards to Blackman in the 6th is taken outside. Blackman spending his entire year with Colorado. Entire career with Colorado. 1-0 from Richards is low and away. It was unfortunate to see in real life Blackman and Story were unable to play during opening day because they both have opening days. They both have good numbers on that particular holiday. Should be a national holiday. 2-0 to Blackman. He swung on and missed. Blackman had a 6-for-6 game a few years ago at Coors Field in the home opener. Trevor Story, in his major league debut on the first day of the 2016 season, hit 2 home runs off of Zach Greinke of the Diamondbacks. That one's low and away. 3 balls and a strike on Blackman, as the Rockies look to get some base runners here in the 6th. 3-1. Is swung on and chopped. Fair ball on the left field line. We'll see if Blackman tries for 2, but he'll be content with holding up at first with a leadoff single here in the 6th. Here's Nolan Arenado now. First pitch, swung on and pulled foul. Story also had another opening day home run a couple years later. Arenado was hit by a pitch in the 4th inning. He'll look to keep the line moving as the leadoff man Blackman reaches here in the 6th. 0-1 pitch, swung on and grounded into left field, a base hit. It's going to put runners on first and second. First 2 reaching here in the 6th for the Rockies.
Now batting, the first baseman, Daniel Murphy.
It'll bring up Daniel Murphy, 0-for-2, strikeout and a groundout in this game as Matt Strahm warms up now alongside Pomeranz in the Padres bullpen. Richards delivers, and it's low, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And that's taken for a strike in the lower regions of the zone. You can see Pomeranz and Strahm, a couple of lefties up in the Friars bullpen. One coming to Murphy. Richards set position, and the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to shallow center field. Coming in, Lagares going out to second baseman Dozier. He makes the catch for out number 1.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon 1-for-2, base hit in the 4th inning. And first pitch from Richards here is high and away. Richards in the second year of a $15.5 million deal. He makes $8.5 million this year. He'll test the free agent market again after this season. 1-0 is swung on and chopped foul. A strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes on McMahon. Next pitch will be number 85 on the day for Richards. And it's swung on and fought off and fouled back. One, 2 delivery. Inside that hit McMahon. Second hit batter of the day. Arenado is sitting the 4th inning. That's going to load up the bases with 1 out now for Ian Desmond. Desmond 1 for 2, got a base hit in the 4th inning. Could use another one of those as Perdomo gets up again in the bullpen. Stram sits down. Desmond had a DRC plus of 86 in the 2019 season. First pitch is a strike. And 14% below league average. Every single time he's come to bat with a runner in scoring position he's reached this year, though. That one's low. 1-1. See how much longer they want to go with Richards here, who's approaching 90 pitches with 1 out in the 6th. Pitch to Desmond is swung on and fouled out of play. 1-2. And that's taken away. Count evens at 2. We have Blackman on 3rd, Arenado on 2nd, McMahon on 1st. With a 2-2 count on Ian Desmond, 1 out. Over 90 pitches now is Richards in his first start of the season. Desmond swings and fouls out of play. And much of the year, Richards lost due to recovery from Tommy John surgery that he underwent in 2018. 2-2 pitch to Desmond. Check swing and a pitch outside, and he just held up. Count goes full. Tony Wolters waiting on deck. No place to put Desmond. Saw a couple games ago, a couple of bases loaded walks for the Rockies against a Nelson Lamet. Put them on top. There's a 3-2 coming to Desmond. Richards has had mostly good control today. And that one's high, ball 4. He walked in. Bases loaded walk for Ian Desmond. Brings home Charlie Blackman. Rockies are on the board. They trail it 2-1. But still bases loaded and 1 out now for Tony Wolters. And Jace Tingler, manager for the Padres, is coming out to make a move. Richards gives up the baseball. It was mostly an impressive start. He still has the lead, but there are 3 runners on that are his responsibility, with still 1 out in this inning. Facing Tony Wolters will be Drew Pomeranz, an inning and 2/3 pitched so far. Has not given up any hits on this young season. 2 games he's appeared in. 2 strikeouts and 1 walk. It's a big spot here for Tony Wolters. Rockies trailing at 2-1. Wolters has put the ball on the ground for outs twice today. Lefty on lefty matchup. And the first pitch from Pomeranz is swung on and lined into center field, a base hit. 1 run's going to score, and 2 runs will score. Arenado and McMahon both crossed the dish, and Tony Wolters has put the Rockies on top 3-2.
The pitcher, Antonio Sanchez.
Big 2-run single for Tony Wolters.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention
And we'll have a pinch hitter.
for Colorado. Number 35,
Elias Diaz will get a pinch hit appearance, and Antonio Senzatella's spot, so his day is done. Diaz had a very good day at the plate yesterday. First pitch is taken low, ball 1. 241 with 2 home runs a year ago. 3 hits off a lefty yesterday for Diaz. Pomeranz gets ready to deliver the 0-1. Diaz crushes left-handed pitching. And that's swung on and fouled back quickly. 0-2 on Diaz. Diaz signed out of Venezuela by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Replaces Antonio Senzatella, also of Venezuela, in the batting order. There's a swing and a ground ball to third. Tagging the runner as Machado then goes to second for the double play. Tony Wolters gives the Rockies the 3-2 lead. We'll have Myers, Dozier, and Mejia due up for the Padres next.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher for the Rockies is Tyler Kinley.
Number 40.
Pitched an inning on the young season. Has not given up any runs. One strikeout. Cleaned off waivers from the Marlins at the very beginning of the offseason. Kinley will first get to face Will Myers. 1 for 2, base hit and a run scored today. Rockies have a 3-2 lead. Kinley gets ready to deliver his first pitch. And it swung on and pulled foul. 5 innings of work today for Senzatella. Myers, originally a top prospect in the Kansas City Royals organization, then spent time with the Tampa Bay Rays and then traded over to the San Diego Padres, where he has tormented the Rockies pitchers ever since. A swing and a miss, quickly 0-2 on Myers. Myers signed an extension. He's in the 4th year of a 6-year, $83 million deal. Make $22.5 million this year. And he has a club option for $20 million for the 2023 season as well. 0-2 from Kinley. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That's out number 1. Kinley impressed very much this spring and initially did not look like he was in line to make the opening day roster, but he impressed enough to the point where he did. Collects his second strikeout of the season there. Pazos, the lefty, still warming up in the bullpen. There's the righty Carlos Estevez joining him in the Rockies' pen. First pitch is a strike to Brian Dozier. Base hit back in the second inning, then drew a walk. Oh, 0-1 pitch from Kinley. Into the windup. And the pitch. Inside. You see Pazos and Estevez, your double barrel action in the Rockies bullpen. Low 1-1. That's low. 3 balls and a strike. Sorry, 2-1. Looks like DJ LeMahieu hit his first home run of the year for the Yankees today. There's a pitch inside. Now it's 3-1. Francisco Mejia waiting on deck. Matt Shoemaker got the win for the Blue Jays in a 3-1 win over the Red Sox. Shoemaker was on his way to a really good 2019 season, then got injured. There's a swing and a miss. Count goes full. The 3-2, swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Second strikeout for Kinley. This time he gets Dozier.
Now batting, the catcher, Francisco.
This is looking like spring Kinley right here. And Francisco Mejia will bat. 10th pitch of the day coming from Kinley. It's a strike on the inside corner. 0-1 on Mejia. Sacrifice fly RBI today. The 0-1 is swung on and chopped weakly back to the mound. Kinley's got it, throws to first, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Kinley. We're at 3-2 Rockies going to the 7th. Top of the order due up. We'll see if the Rockies can score some more. Drew Pomeranz still out there. This time he'll face David Dahl leading off the 7th inning. Another left-on-left matchup. Dahl still looking for that elusive first hit of the new season. Did have a walk back in the first inning. Pomeranz signing a 4-year, $34 million deal this offseason. First pitch to Dahl is high and away. That swung on and fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dahl was an all-star last year, and he showed what he can do when he's healthy. The 1-1 is taken for a strike on the outside corner. Padres look like they have some pitching this year. We saw Chris Paddock, Joey Lucchesi pitch very well. Haven't even seen Kirby Yates pitch yet. That one's high and away, count evens at 2. But Padres are a team to watch for sure this season. Dahl swings and fouls one out of play. We'll do it again. The 2-2 from Pomeranz is swung on and chopped foul. And the 2-2 again is swung on, lifted in the air towards left center field. On the run is Pham. Camps under it, makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
We'll bring up Trevor Story, signing not an extension, but a reworking of his contract. 2-year, $27.5 million deal to buy out the final 2 years of his arbitration years. First pitch from Pomeranz is taken low. Story has not had success in his career against Pomeranz, only 2 for 11, and Story usually crushes left-handers. There's a ground ball into right field, a base hit. Now it's dropped by Myers, and on his way to second is Story. He'll get in there. We'll see how they score that one. It'll be a single, and yeah, single and an E9. So an error, fielding error for Myers allows Story to advance to second base. We'll bring up Charlie Blackmon, who's 2 for 3 today. First pitch is in for a strike on the outside corner. Double and a single, so halfway to the cycle for Charlie Blackmon. Also has a run scored to add to his efforts. The 0-1 is swung on and chopped foul. Quickly 0-2 on Blackmon. And the 0-2 setting up high and away, and it is high and away, and off the glove of the catcher Mejia, who had a really tough time finding it. It has to be Pomeranz who comes all the way back to the backstop. I don't know if that was a cross-up or what, but that's going to be ruled a passed ball for Mejia, and Story advances to third. 1-2 to Blackmon is swung on and missed. And that's out number 2, so that'll leave it up to Nolan Arenado to see if he can get Story home from third with 2 outs.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And that'll be a 4-pitch, no-pitch intentional walk to Arenado. So that'll set up runners on the corners with 2 outs for Daniel Murphy, as Tingler wants nothing to do with Nolan.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Murphy's 0 for 3 today.
Murphy.
Popped out in his most recent appearance. Murphy's in the second year of a 2-year, $24 million deal. He makes $8 million in 2020, because that was a front-loaded contract. First pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to right. This is fairly deep. Myers going back. He's at the track, and he will run it down. Nice running catch for Will Myers. And we have the 9-1-2 hitters due up after the 7th inning stretch for the Padres. Carlos Estevez takes over in the 7th inning. 1 2/3 innings on the year. You can see the ERA is a bit ugly, 16.20. Gave up that big 3-run bomb to Francisco Mejia in the first game. Greg Garcia will pinch hit, so Drew Pomeranz will see his day come to an end. As Scott Oberg and Jairo Díaz are warming up in the Rockies bullpen. First pitch from Estevez is outside. 3-2 Rockies lead it here in the bottom of the 7th, trying to split this series with the Padres, this opening series. The 1-0 coming from Estevez is again taken outside. Garcia batting 1,000 on the year. Has not gotten any starts yet. Only Rocky we have yet to see is Sam Hilliard, as well as Chichi Gonzalez if we're looking at starting rotation. That's 3-0 the count now. Chichi Gonzalez will pitch tomorrow. We saw Chris Owings getting at bat the other day. Elias Diaz has. Raimel Tapia has been the go-to pinch hitter. As that one's outside, a 4-pitch walk to lead off the bottom of the 7th from Carlos Estevez to the pinch hitter Greg Garcia. And that'll turn the lineup over now for Juan Lagares. He's 0 for 3. Estevez would like to keep him from getting on base. And we found the Friar. First pitch to Lagares from Estevez, showing bunt, and it's outside. 5 straight misses now for Estevez right out of the gate. It's very early, but we saw Estevez rarely struggle like he has early in this season in 2019. The 1-0 pitch, bunt by Lagares, and it's popped up. Having to get back is Garcia, and he doesn't. So that's a double play. Huge double play there. And really kind of a gift for the Rockies. As Estevez had yet to throw a strike, Lagares popped up a bunt, and not able to get back in time was Garcia. Eric Hosmer takes first pitch inside. Hosmer's had a good day, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. And first pitch is swung on and grounded to first. Murphy takes it himself. That'll retire the side. So, ending up facing the minimum in that inning is Estevez, and we're through 7. McMahon, Desmond, and Wolters due up for the Rockies in the 8th.
Ladies and gentlemen,
New pitcher for the Padres is the lefty Matt Strahm. 2 games, 2 innings
number 55.
so far in the young season, an ERA of 0. First batter he faces is Ryan McMahon, who hits lefties well, at least has in his career. 1 for 2 today with a single. First pitch from Strahm is taken outside. McMahon only 1 for 6 in his career against Strahm. A very brief, small sample. 1-0 to McMahon is taken low. 24,635 in attendance for the Padres at Petco Park today in this final game of the 4-game series. Padres up 2-1. Rockies have a 3-2 lead here in the 8th, trying to split the series, then go to Los Angeles with some momentum. That one's low, quickly 3-0 on McMahon, trying to get on base to lead off this top of the 8th for Ian Desmond. And the 3-0 coming to McMahon. Strike called. McMahon was on his way down to first. And here comes the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Now from 3-0 to 3-2 is McMahon. The 3-2. Swung on and grounded. Diving stop by Machado. It's off his glove. Throws. Not in time. The ball is dropped by Myers. Sorry, Hosmer playing first today. We saw some of Myers at first base last season. It'll be an E3. Interesting. call there. Third error of the day for the Padres. Hosmer gets it. You don't usually see that call given an error to the first baseman. Machado had trouble with it initially, but it was Hosmer who ended up not being able to make the catch. He'll get the error. Here's Ian Desmond, 1 for 2 today. He's got to run around with nobody out. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1's the count.
So Luis Castillo, the lefty, and Luis Perdomo, the righty, warming up in the Padres bullpen. 0-1 coming to Desmond. It swung on and lined foul back to the screen. Quickly 0-2 on Desmond. The next pitch is taken high and tight.
1 ball.
Ball 1.
2 strikes.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. Desmond chases one above the letters. 4 strike 3. Looking at our starter comparison, very similar outings. Richards gave up 1 more run. He also struck out 3 more batters and walked 1 more batter than Senzatella. So both starters making it through 5 today. Ends up being a battle of the bullpens from here on out. Rockies right now clinging to a 3-2 lead. Here's Tony Wolters, responsible for the 2-run single that put the Rockies on top. First pitch is swung on and popped foul towards the seats. 0-1. And that one's taken outside.
Outside, that's the ball.
Swung on and grounded foul. Wolters, in his second year of arbitration, went to a hearing with the Rockies. Rockies and most teams usually don't like to go to hearings with their players because you essentially have to argue for why they aren't good enough to be paid a certain amount. So Wolters swings and misses. Arbitration hearing, they sided with the Rockies organization. Wolters makes $1.9 million in 2020.
At 7. Your attention, please. Pinch hitting
Chris Owings will get a pinch hit appearance.
number 12 with
Sam Hilliard's still the only player we have yet to see appear off the bench for the Rockies. Owings drew a walk in his pinch hit appearance the other day. That one's high and tight.
0-1, no
Owings
strikes.
only hit 139 last year with 3 home runs. There was an article at The Athletic a few days ago about players who have crushed certain teams. Owings was listed as a player who has really crushed the Rockies. Maybe that's why they took a flyer on him. So that one's low, 2-0. Owings certainly hasn't seen much to hit in his brief 2 plate appearances in the Rockies organization thus far. There's a swing and a line drive, base hit into right field. They'll put 2 on now, and the lineup will turn over for David Dahl, who is still looking for that first hit of the year, and he is due. Solid opposite field single for Owings puts 2 on. And in steps David Dahl, 0 for 3. Does have a walk in this game. First pitch to Dahl. Inside.
1-0.
Dahl in his first year of arbitration, making $2.475 million in 2020. No hearing required. The 1-0 is taken outside. So Dahl will be a free agent after the 2023 season, as well as Kyle Freeland. Those are the 2 players who hit it at that time. That's in there for a strike, 2-1.
2-0, 1 strike.
Some more players who are yet to be arbitration eligible, but who will also join them on the free agent market after 2023 are Antonio Senzatella, Jairo Díaz, Ryan McMahon, and Raimel Tapia. 2-1 to Dahl. It's just a bit inside. Trevor Story waiting on deck should Dahl keep it going. pitch outside, ball 4. He walked him, second walk of the day for Dahl. That's going to load the bases with 2 outs for Trevor Story. See if they stick with Strom. And they will. Story 1 for 4, got a base hit his last time up in the 7th inning. Crowd really getting into it now. First pitch to Story. He is in for a strike. There's a swing and a high fly ball towards left center field. On the run is Lagares. He won't get there to make the catch. They'll retire the side. Rockies cling to a 3-2 lead. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Working in and out of trouble is Matt Strom. Scott Oberg, new pitcher for the Rockies. 1 inning, 2 walks and a strikeout in the first game of this series. Tommy Pham, the batter, 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. Wade Davis warming up in the bullpen for the Rockies, joined by James Pazos. Davis will come in and pitch the 9th if it's a save situations. First pitch is low and away to Pham. Pazos, as we mentioned, just called up today to take over Kyle Freeland's spot on the roster as he was sent to the 15-day injured list. It looks like that will be the minimum time he will miss. Check swing and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Pham. And the 1-1. That's down and in. Predictable hitters count now for Tommy Pham. Trying to get on base for the 3rd time today. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Oberg looking to prevent that 3rd time from getting on base. The 2-2. Low and away. Fernando Tatis Jr. waiting on deck. David Dahl has company and looking for that first hit of the year. Fernando Tatis Jr. is as well. And these are a couple of pretty established good big league hitters. Things will turn around for them in short order. Swing a line drive towards right. That's going to hook foul to the seats. We'll do it again. The 3-2 from Oberg. One more time. Strike 3 called. Not sure what Pham was looking for, but he was on his way down to first base. That was right down the pipe for a called 3rd strike. That's out number 1. And here's Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch from Oberg is taken inside. 0 for 3 day for Tatis. And that's in there for a strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a strike, and it's 1-2. And swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. 2 outs now. As Oberg strikes out the first 2 batters he faces. That will leave it up to Manny Machado with 2 outs here in the 8th. Machado 1 for 3 today. Oberg's first pitch is check swing, does not go, pitch inside, ball 1. Double and a run scored for Machado on the day. 1-0 from Oberg. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. Oberg a pitch away from striking out the side here in the 8th. Here we go, the 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air towards shallow right field. Murphy is going out onto the outfield grass. He will make the catch. I'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Scott Oberg. And we head to the top of the 9th. Rockies looking for some insurance. They're up 3-2.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Luis Perdomo. 2 games pitched so far this season as an ERA of 4.50. So Rockies missing out on Kirby Yates in this series. It's Charlie Blackmon. He's 2 for 4 today. Single and a double. Leads off and he swings at the first pitch. Grounds it into right field, a base hit. Leadoff single for Charlie Blackmon. Good start to this top of the 9th inning as the Rockies try to add to their 3-2 lead to avoid another potential walk-off like yesterday's game. Here's Nolan Arenado as Jose Castillo and the newly signed Craig Stammen are warming up in the bullpen for the Padres. Arenado swings and pulls one foul. No love lost between these two. Arenado 1 for 2 with a single and run scored today. You will remember the infamous brawl that occurred a couple years ago at Coors Field between the Padres and Rockies after Perdomo threw behind Arenado. Here's the 0-1, and it's taken for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Arenado. And the 0-2. Inside. Blackmon on first with nobody out. Arenado doesn't take. Swing is in lines one to right field. Right at Will Myers, Blackmon back to first. That's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel.
In steps Daniel Murphy, 0 for 4 in this game. He batted after an intentional walk to Nolan Arenado his last time up. The fairly deep fly ball, but for an out, Blackmon's on the run, swing and a miss, throw down, and got him. Blackmon thrown out trying to steal second. And there are 2 outs. Nice throw from Francisco Mejia. As the 0-1 to Murphy is taken outside. So hopefully that will not come back to haunt the Rockies. They're up 3-2. That's a pretty important insurance run given how this series has gone with the inability to score. There's a check swing and a strike. 1-2 on Murphy. And the 1-2. Swing a ground ball into right field. A base hit. It's a 2-out single for Daniel Murphy. I think what could have happened if Blackmon was still on base.
The batter, number 24, second baseman,
It'll bring up Ryan McMahon. 2 outs with the runner on first, Murphy now. First pitch to McMahon is swung on and grounded to second base. Dozier drops it, throws to first, and got him. Close play, but Dozier makes it. We head to the bottom of the 9th. 3-2 Rockies. Wade Davis will face Will Myers, Brian Dozier, and Francisco Mejia.
Your attention, please.
Wade Davis pitched a couple of days ago, and it was a little bit of a stressful situation. Ended up striking out 2 batters in his inning of work, though. Did give up a run. Got the first 2 outs pretty quickly, then back-to-back hits. Will Myers will lead off. This is always a stressful situation. Will Myers, 1 for 3 today, has crushed the Rockies in his career. And first pitch from Davis is swung on and missed. I will say this, though. Davis looked like he had some good stuff working. Got a lot of swings and misses a couple days ago. Was swinging a line drive, base hit into center. Dahl over to cut it off. That's a leadoff single for Will Myers. The tying run is now on base. Winning run steps to the plate. Myers now 5 for 8 in his career against Wade Davis. We'll bring up Brian Dozier. 1 for 2 today. A single came back in the second inning. As the Friar really encourages the crowd to make some noise now. Looks like a couple Rockies fans there in the front row aren't too keen on that. First pitch to Dozier is taken outside. Dozier 5 for 14 with a home run in his career against Davis. Again, a small sample. The 1-0 is taken for a strike. Davis in the third year of a 3-year, $52 million deal. There's an option for a 4th year if Davis finishes 30 games. Pick it up after this pitch. It's low. Oh, no, it's called a strike. Interesting call there. Dozier will take a second to think about it. Jace Tingler is upset. He's not happy with that call in the Padres dugout. 1-2 pitch from Davis. Is a check swing and a pitch low and away. Count evens at 2. If Davis finishes 30 games, then he has a player option for 2021 worth $15 million. If he does not, that is a club option. 2-2 pitch to Dozier, swinging a ground ball to second base. McMahon goes to second for 1, Story to first. Double play. Big double play for Davis, and there are 2 outs here in the 9th. That was huge, and that is why they call it the pitcher's best friend. Francisco Mejia, the last hope for the Padres. Sac fly RBI in this game, otherwise 0 for 2. Rockies trying to get out of San Diego with a sweep and some momentum, heading to Los Angeles to face the Dodgers. Pitch outside, ball 1. The 1-0 from Davis. Swung on and lifted in the air to right. Going back on it is Blackman. He's at the track. He's looking up, and it's gone. Home run, Francisco Mejia. And that has tied this game at 3. That's his 2nd home run of the season. The big 3-run home run, crushing blow in the first game. And now he pulls one out of here to tie this game in the bottom of the 9th. 374 feet, 96.1 mile per hour exit velocity. Big double play. Looked like Davis was about to save this one. But Mejia has tied this game. But you can't think about that anymore. Now you just have to focus on getting that final out of the 9th, and then the Rockies can work on getting the offense going in the top of the 10th. We have a pinch hitter now for the Padres. Josh Naylor. First pitch from Davis is taken down and in. 249 with 8 home runs a year ago for Naylor. Paul Davis had an 8.65 ERA last season, and he definitely worked hard to improve things, but it's been a bit of a rough go early. It's a pitch inside, 2-0. The 2-0. Swung on and popped up. Wolters going back. And he'll make the catch, and that'll retire the side. We are through 9 innings, and we'll have another extra inning game on our hands in this series. 3-3 Rockies and Padres after Francisco Mejia ties this game with a solo homer.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Padres, number 34, Craig Stammen. Leading off for Colorado, the left fielder, number 20, Ian Desmond.
Ian Desmond takes first pitch outside from Craig Stammen. Top of the 10th inning, tied game at 3. And that's in there for a strike. Stammen signed a 2-year, $9 million deal over the offseason. Desmond fouls and out of play. Also a club option for 2022. Can bring the total to $12 million overall. There's a $1 million buyout on that option. Tony Walters would be next, and then likely a pinch hitter. Swinging a ground ball. Fair ball. Jump throw from Machado is offline, and Desmond reaches on an infield single. E5. They might want to look at that one. Oh, Garrett Hampson. He's into pinch run now. I am sorry for neglecting Garrett Hampson. I made the statement earlier today that Sam Hilliard was who we did not see yet in this series. Garrett Hampson. There you go. He's going to pinch run. That'll bring up Tony Walters. He swings and grounds one to short. On the backhand, Tatis goes to second for one, back to first. That is a double play. And Raimel Tapia will pinch hit. Craig Stammen used to be teammates with Ian Desmond, a member of the Nationals from 2009 to 2015. So Raimel Tapia last opened the 10th inning. First pitch from Stammen is outside. 275 with 9 home runs for Tapia last year. 333 in his 3 plate appearances this year as a pinch hitter. The 1-0 is strike on the inside corner. You see Jose Castillo, the lefty, the righty Emilio Pagan warming up in the Padres bullpen. The 1-1 to Tapia, a swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. And the 1-2 is low. Two-two pitch. Inside, count goes full. David Dahl waiting on deck. And outside, ball 4, he walked him. 2-out walk to Raimel Tapia brings up David Dahl. As we have mentioned frequently, he's still looking for that first hit of the season. This would be quite a spot for it. Tapia has worked some good at-bats in the pinch hitting role he's gotten in the first 4 games of this year. David Dahl, for 3 today, does have a walk in the game. His 5th plate appearance of the day. First pitch from Stammen. Swung on and fouled back. And that one's low. Swing a ground ball chop foul, 1-2 on Dahl. And spoken of DRA minus earlier in this game, Stamens was 88 last year. And he was 12% better than the rest of the pitchers in the league. Dahl takes a pitch outside, count evens at 2. He parlayed that into a multi-year deal, did Stammen. Two-two pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play. Two-two to Dahl is low. Count goes full with Trevor Story waiting on deck. A lot of these Rockies hitters are due for big hits. One more time, a 3-2 to Dahl from Stammen. Swung on and chopped weakly to short. Tatis's only play will be at first, and he makes it. We go to the bottom of the 10th, still tied at 3. As Lagares, Hosmer, and Pham due up for the Padres.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Garrett Hampson will stay in the game and play left field. He pinch ran for Ian Desmond, so he'll stick out there. A new pitcher for the Rockies is James Pazos, just got called up. And 12 games last year, 1.74 ERA, 10 strikeouts to 4 walks and 10 1/3 innings pitched. This is our first look at him. We'll face Juan Lagares, 0 for 4. Pazos is really in good position to make the opening day roster, but there were situations where some players could not be optioned without their consents, like Yency Almonte, so Pazos, and also the emergence of Tyler Kinley. So Pazos ended up being one of the odd men out, along with Brian Shaw, but Pazos now called up. The 0-1 pitch to Lagares is swung on and fouled out of play quickly, 0-2. Two to Lagares. Down and in. Very brief stint with the Rockies last year in the September call-up as Pazos, who was on the 49 roster anyway, so made sense. Previously pitched very well for the Seattle Mariners in 2018, had a 2.88 ERA. Strike 3 call, he got him on strike, so Juan Lagares goes down by way of the K. That's the first out. We'll bring up Eric Hosmer as Jake McGee starts to throw in the bullpen. Hosmer 2 for 4 with a couple of base hits today. Pazos did, however, have a 1.04 DRA minus in 2018, so that suggests maybe there was a little bit of luck in that ERA being at 2.88. First pitch to Hosmer's outside. You can see McGee throwing in the bullpen. Now Pazos and McGee are both lefties, so not just one lefty in the Rockies bullpen now. We have a couple, McGee and Pazos. 1-0 is taken low. Two-0 is low and away. 3 balls, no strikes with Tommy Pham waiting on deck. He is undoubtedly looking to make an impression on new hometown fans. 3-0 to Hosmer. Strike at the knees. And it's 3-1. Pazos and the Rockies catching a break there. 3-1 pitch. Swinging a foul out of play, so from 3-0. Pazos works back, and the count is now full on Hosmer. Three-two pitch. Outside, ball 4. He walked him. Runner on base now. That's the winning run. Tommy Pham. 2 for 4 with a couple base hits for Tommy Pham today. One of the newest members of the Padres came over in that deal with the Rays this offseason. First pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1 pitch. Inside. It'll be interesting to see what happens now with Pazos. After Freeland returns, who will be sent down? 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2, but Pazos has an excellent opportunity to impress here in this very stressful bottom of the 10th situation. Every pitch is important. 1-2, low. 2-2 pitch from Pazos, run around first, 1 out. Swinging a line drive, base hit into right field, over to cut it off is Blackman. Taking the turn and heading to third is Hosmer, he's in there. Runners on the corners, 1 out. The base hit by Tommy Pham. Winning run on third now, 1 out. And Fernando Tatis Jr., 0 for 4 today, still looking for his first hit of the season. He doesn't necessarily need a hit to bring home the runner now. It was 3-2 Rockies heading into the bottom of the 9th. Wade Davis giving up the game-tying solo home run. First pitch is inside. Ooh, called a strike on the inside corner. Rockies cannot say they didn't get some breaks from the home plate umpire today. Two big outs left to get for Pazos. The 0-1 pitch to Tatis. Swung on and pulled foul. Quickly 0-2 on Tatis. Here comes another 0-2. Inside, ball 1. Runners on the corners, 1 out, 1-2 count on Tatis here in the bottom of the 10th. Pitch from Pazos, swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And that's out number 2, second strikeout for Pazos, and he's 1 out away from getting out of this jam. Manny Machado, the batter, 1 for 4 today, a double and a run scored, but that winning run still at third base, and Eric Hosmer. First pitch, swung on and chopped foul. The 0-1. Low. Ball 1. Free baseball worth the price of admission, huh? 1-1 count. Pazos' pitch. Swung on and grounded weakly to third. Arenado's throw to first is in time to get Machado, and we go to the 11th inning. We're still tied at 3. Trevor Story's going to lead off the 11th inning. He's 1 for 5 today, base hit in the 7th. Craig Stammen still on the hill working his second inning of work. First pitch is way outside, ball 1. Story's 2 hits and 9 at-bats in his career against Stammen. Swung on and chopped weakly back to the mound. Stammen makes the play, throws to first for out number 1. Bring up Charlie Blackmon. He's had a good day at the plate, 3 for 5. Double and 2 singles, as well as a run scored. Stammen's first pitch to Blackmon. Gonna wind up the pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Blackmon has good numbers in his brief sample against Stammen. 4 for 9, one of those hits a home run. Next pitch will be number 22 from Stammen. And it's outside, 2-0. Outside, 3 balls and no strikes with Nolan Arenado waiting on deck. The one Rocky to have a homer in this series came in the first game, and at that time made it 1-0 Rockies before the Padres came back to win Game 1. Rockies still trying to salvage a split out of this series before they head to L.A. 3-0 to Blackmon. Is low, ball 4, he walked him. Runner on base now for Nolan Arenado.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
This is who you want up in this situation. See what manager Jace Tingler does. If he elects to do another intentional walk on Nolan Arenado, he does not. You're going to want to pitch carefully to him, however. Arenado 1 for 3 on the day. Also was hit by a pitch. Stammen's first pitch with Blackmon on first is taken for a strike. Arenado only 1 for 10 in his career against Stammen. In a small sample. But the entire top of the order for the Rockies, 1 through 6, especially, has really struggled right out of the gate. There's an 0-1. That's a strike at the knees, and it's quickly 0-2 on Arenado. Blackmon on first, 1 out, top of the 11th. 3-3 ball game. The 0-2 is taken low. Good take from Arenado, ball 1. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped to third. Machado goes to second for 1, back to first. It's a double play. Arenado grounds into the twin killing to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 11th, still tied at 3.
Your attention, please. Now,
Jake McGee, the new pitcher for the Rockies, gave up took the loss in yesterday's ball game, picking up the walk-off single to Austin Hedges. Will Myers will be the first batter off of him, 2 for 4 with a couple base hits, runs scored. A 3-3 ball game, bottom of the 11th. First pitch to Myers is taken for a strike. 4 for 8 with 3 home runs in his career against McGee is Myers, so he has absolutely torched him in that brief sample. But when you look at it, 50-50, half the time, McGee has got Myers out. So maybe things will work out. 0-1 pitch to Myers is in for a strike. It's quickly 0-2. Two pitch. Swinging a line foul out of play. Oh-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Out number 1 for McGee here in the bottom of the 11th as he gets Myers. Lefty McGee will turn 34 on August 6th. Jairo Díaz warming in the bullpen for the Rockies. As Brian Dozier, the batter, swings at the first pitch and fouls it at the plate. So McGee had a 130 DRA minus last year, indicating that he was 30% worse than league average, according to the advanced statistic there. 0-1 pitch to Dozier is low, ball one. 1-1 pitch, swung on and fouled back over the screen. And the 1-2 coming from McGee to Dozier. One out in the 11th. It's down and in. Count evens at 2. McGee, in the third of a three-year, $27 million deal, does have a club option for 2021. A swing and a flare towards second base. McMahon makes the catch for out number 2. And Francisco Mejia will bat. He tied this game in the bottom of the 9th with a solo home run off of Wade Davis. He's had one heck of a series. Rockies need to be careful with Idol's thing about intentionally walking him. First pitch from McGee is outside, ball 1. 1-0 pitch coming to Mejia. It's right down the middle for a called strike. There's the 1-1. Swinging chopper to second base. McMahon throws in the dirt, but it's dug out by Murphy, and that'll retire the side. We are through 11 innings, still tied at 3, Rockies and Padres. Murphy, McMahon, and Hampson due up. Jace Tingler's on to make a double switch.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher is Emilio Pagan.
For San Diego. Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot. Number 14, Emilio Pagan. Now pitching and batting 9. Number 18,
Austin Hedges will bat 9th. He's the new catcher in the ballgame, and Pagan will take the 8th spot in the order as Daniel Murphy leads off the 12th. 1 for 5 today. Takes first pitch low. So Rockies have to go to LA. So pitch is swung on and fouled back. And they will have had plenty of work in and will need quite a bit of time to rest after this game. Hopefully, a win would certainly feel much better as Murphy grounds one to third. Machado makes the play for out number 1.
the batter, number 24, second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Bring up Ryan McMahon. .3-3 game, top of the 12th, 1 out. Jose Castillo and the closer, Kirby Yates, warming up in the bullpen for the Padres. McMahon 1 for 4, single and a run scored in this game. First pitch from Pagan is taken high and tight. Told you earlier, Kirby Yates had the best DRA minus among any pitcher in baseball last year. Pagan was towards the top as well. It was a pitch high to McMahon, 2-0. 59, so that indicated 41% better than league average for Emilio Pagan with the Rays last year. 2-1 count on McMahon as he fouls that one off. Pitch swung on and pulled foul on the right field line. Count evens at 2. 2-2 pitch. Check swing. They'll appeal to third, and McMahon did not go. So into his motion now is Pagan. Wind up, and the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. That's out number 2. First strikeout of the day for Pagan, and now we'll see Garrett Hampson get his first plate appearance of 2020. First pitch to Hampson is swung on and popped up. And back on it is the center fielder Lagares, and he'll make the catch. That'll retire the side. Bottom of the 12th coming up. We're tied at 3. Looks like we'll likely see Jairo Díaz come in to face Austin Hedges, Juan Lagares, and Eric Hosmer. Jake McGee's still out there now. In the bottom of the 12th, he'll face Austin Hedges, who had a walk-off base hit off him the other day. This pitch is inside, ball 1. That was Hedges' first hit off McGee. Otherwise 1 for 7 in his career. Now pitches strike on the upper regions of the zone. In there for a strike. Hedges had a DRA minus that was 39% worse than league average at 61 DRC plus. So how did he end up having a WAR of almost 3? Well, he's quite the defender, Austin Hedges is. Very good at blocking, framing. About all you can ask for behind the plate. Hedges does it. Just swinging a foul back to the screen. So Mejia has gotten a couple of days to rest, though he started every game of the series. Swinging a chop foul. Almost don't want to take his bat out of the lineup, though, even though you do need to rest the legs of your starting catcher. And Austin Hedges provides enough value for you with the glove to make it worth it. 1-2 to Hedges. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That's out number 1. Second strikeout for McGee. Lineup turns over now for Juan Lagares. Tell you what, if this doesn't get out of the 12th inning, I have a feeling we might be here a while. First pitch from McGee to Lagares, who's 0 for 5 today. It's taken just a bit outside, ball 1. Again, just a bit outside. Both of those pitches very close. Two-0. Swung on and pulled foul. We've got a 2-1 now. It's high and outside, 3 balls and a strike. Eric Hosmer waiting on deck. (3-1) is way outside, ball 4. He walked him, so the winning run is on base now. On Lagares on first for Eric Hosmer.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
2 for 4, a couple base hits for Hosmer on the day. In this final game of a 4-game series between the Rockies and Padres. First pitch, taken for a strike. Hosmer has good career numbers off of McGee, 5 for 13 with a homer. Comes the 0-1, McGee from the stretch. Delivers low and away, ball 1. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a high fly ball, shallow right center. Blackman makes the catch for out number 2, and Lagares will stay put.
The batter, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
That'll leave up to Tommy Pham, 3 for 5 with 3 base hits today. As McGee has done his job so far. Next pitch will be number 27 in his second inning of work. So swinging a high fly ball towards left field. Hampson on the run. He's back and will make the catch running into foul territory, and that'll retire the side. We're through 12 innings. Still tied at 3. Here in the top of the 13th, Emilio Pagan still on the hill. Tony Walters 1 for 5. 2-run single. The time he hit it made it 3-2 Rockies. Francisco Mejia tying the game in the bottom of the 9th with a solo home run off Wade Davis. First pitch, breaking ball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
I think we'd see Sam Hilliard pinch hit in the pitcher spot next. There's a pitch down and in.
Look out, 1-1.
1-1. Outside, ball 2. Walters does have a good eye at the plate. Swung on and lifted in the air to center. Going back on it is Lagares, but now he has it in range. Makes the catch for out number 1. Well, Elias Diaz is already used as a pinch hitter, so Walters is going to have to go the rest of this one. I would like to see your only one catcher play the whole game in extra innings, as Sam Hilliard will get his first appearance of the season. Pinch hitter. First pitch inside, ball 1. Hilliard hit .273 with 7 home runs, a 1,006 OPS last year in his brief call-up. Played very well against both lefties and righties. Start the season as a bench bat, and there he swings and lines one into left field, a base hit. One out single for Sam Hilliard, and that's good speed now on first base. This lineup will turn over, and this is who you want up, David Dahl. If he reaches Trevor Story, then Charlie Blackman, then Nolan Arenado. David Dahl, the hitter. 0 for 4 today, does have a walk in this game, but is looking for that first hit. He takes first pitch strike. And there's a swing and a ground ball hit to short. This is hit softly to second for 1, back to first, and not in time. Hilliard forced out at second, but Dahl is safe at first base. And there are 2 outs now for Trevor Story, who's 1 for 6 today. Base hit came back in the 7th inning. Really taxing day for the Rockies, who now have to go to Los Angeles after this one. Pagan's first pitch to Story from the stretch is on its way. Well inside, ball 1. 1-0. Strike at the knees.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on and lined towards left field, going back is Pham. And he will make the catch, and that'll retire the side. Go to the bottom of the 13th, still tied at 3. It's Tatis Jr., Machado, and Myers due up.
Your attention, please.
Jairo Díaz, new pitcher for the Rockies. 3rd of an inning in his 1 game he's pitched this year. able to get the out. Fernando Tatis Jr. leads off. He's still looking for his first hit of the year. He's 0 for 5. Still early. You don't want to get yourself in too big of a hole to have to dig out of. He swings and pulls one foul. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. That one's going to hook foul. It's quickly 0-2 on Tatis. DRA minus of 72 for Diaz last year as he strikes out Tatis for out number 1. That's 28% better than league average for Diaz last year. One of the bright spots in the Rockies bullpen. There's Manny Machado as Yency Almonte is now up again in the bullpen. He was up very early in this game. Machado swings and fouls it out of play. One for 5 with a double and a run scored for Machado. And that one's outside. There's Yency Almonte warming up in the bullpen. Rockies are running out of arms. 1-1 from Diaz to Machado is taken outside. Outside, 3 balls and a strike with Will Myers, Rockies nemesis, waiting on deck. Swung on and chopped weakly to third. Arenado will make the play for out number 2. That'll bring up Will Myers.
The right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Well, we wanted baseball to come back with the COVID-19 pandemic, and now it's come back. It's lasting longer than we thought it would. Bottom of the 13th, 2 outs for Will Myers. He's 2 for 5 today. Swings and hits one right to the second baseman, Ryan McMahon. That'll retire the side. We're through 13 innings, still tied at 3. But for the Rockies are Blackmon, Arenado, and Murphy in the 14th. Another double switch for the Padres as Jace Tingler comes out.
Your attention, please.
The pitcher will be Kirby Yates, 1.19 ERA in 60 2/3 innings last year, whopping 101 strikeouts to 13 walks.
Kirby Yates. Now playing right field and batting 8th, number 2, Trent Grisham.
Trent Grisham will take over in right field. Charlie Blackmon leads off the 14th. He's 3 for 5 today. Takes the pitch inside. 3 for 7 with a home run in Blackmon's career against Yates, so he has figured him out. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and chopped foul. Yates, as we mentioned earlier, had the best deserved run average weighted in all of baseball in 2019. This is the first time he will pitch in 2020. Blackmon, Arenado, Murphy here in the 14th. First pitch, next pitch I should say, swung on and missed for strike 2. There's the 1-2 to Blackmon. Swung on and popped foul out of play. Comes a 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. That's out number 1.
Next to Colorado, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And that'll bring up Nolan Arenado. 1-for-4. First pitch from Yates. It's taken for a strike. Not a safe situation for Yates. Single and a run scored in the box score for Arenado today. Swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2 on Nolan Arenado. Oh, 2 pitch from Yates. He finds himself in a lot of these counts. Does Yates. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Strike number 2, and it'll leave it up to Daniel Murphy here in the top of the 14th.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Rockies have used everyone on their bench. First pitch to Murphy is taken high, ball 1. 1 for 6 today for Murphy. He got a base hit back in the 9th. My extra innings in the final game of a West Coast series. Swinging a foul. It's going to hook towards the seats. 1-1 on Murphy. Well, if we get to the 15th, we'll just start reading some articles on purplerow.com for you. 1-1 pitch from Yates to Murphy. He swung on and chopped. Foul down the left field line. Comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on a pitch in the dirt. Hedges will have to throw down to complete the strikeout. He does. And retire the side. We're tied at 3. Going to the bottom of the 14th inning, Rockies and Padres with Dozier, Grisham, and Hedges due up. Brian Dozier 1 for 4, base hit in the 2nd inning. He will bat against Jairo Díaz, who's in there for his 2nd inning of work. Had a very good 13th inning, did Jairo Díaz. First pitch inside. 1-0. He's also inside, 2-0. That's in there, 2-1 to count. Just a bit outside, 3 balls and a strike with Trent Grisham waiting on deck, looking to get his first at bat of the day. And that's in there for a strike. Count goes full. Grisham coming over from the Milwaukee Brewers. In the offseason, Dozier signing a minor league deal with the Padres, another new face. Swung on and pulled towards third base. Arenado will make the play for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 2,
We'll bring up Trent Grisham. 231 with 6 home runs last year. We talked about the rather forgettable for him end to his time with the Brewers in that wild card game against the Nationals last year. Allowed the game-winning ball to go under his glove. He takes first pitch strike. Grisham is 1 for 2 in the new season in front of his new hometown crowd in San Diego. 0-1 pitch. There's a strike of the knees. Here comes the 0-2. Swinging a high fly ball to shallow right field. Blackman is on the run, and he won't be able to make the catch. That's going to drop in there. We'll see if that scored a hit or an error. And it'll be an E9 on Charlie Blackman to allow Grisham to reach. Winning run once again is on base for the Padres. With Austin Hedges, the walk-off hero in yesterday's ball game, came in as part of a double switch to relieve Francisco Mejia. 0 for 1 today. He takes first pitch just a bit outside. "1-0" is swung on and fouled out of play. Next pitch will be number 21 for Jairo Díaz. It's swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. That's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 7.
Lineup turns over now. Juan Lagares will step up. Takes first pitch outside. 0 for 5 as Lagares today did draw a walk in the 12th inning. Strike at the knees, 1 ball, 1 strike. In there for a strike, 1 and 2. One-two pitch. Swung on and line towards left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. So 2 runners on, the winning run in scoring position now.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Eric Hosmer will be the batter, looking to send the hometown crowd home happy. Thompson had some choices there. He could have either let it drop in front of him, which he did, or he could have tried to lay out for it, but then he risks the ball getting by him. Hosmer's 2 for 5 today. First pitch is in the dirt. Blocked by Wolters. No one remaining on the Rockies bench. Yancy Almonte, the remaining bullpen arm. 1-0 pitch to Hosmer's outside. "2-0. It's taken outside. 3-0 as Tommy Pham waits on deck. "3-0. Swung on and pulled to first base. Murphy takes it himself, and that'll retire the side. We go to the 15th inning. 3-3 tie between the Rockies and Padres. We have McMahon, Hampson, and Wolters due up. Ryan McMahon leads off the 15th. 38 still on the mound for a second inning of work. McMahon 1 for 5, base hit and a run scored today. Just going to read you an article we wrote back in January on Purple Row. Renee Deckard and I both got together to write this article. Patrick Saunders of the Denver Post reported Jerry Schemmel lost his job as KOA Radio Colorado Rockies broadcaster. Schemmel's termination comes as part of iHeartRadio's massive job cuts. iHeart has the largest radio conglomerate in the United States. Schemmel has called Rockies games for the last 10 years, sharing airtime with Jack Corrigan. As Schemmel told Saunders, "There was never a day in my 10 years with the Rockies that I wasn't excited to go to the ballpark. Calling baseball games was my dream job, always has been. To be able to broadcast a team from my own backyard has been amazing. Now I'll have to find out what challenge comes next," end quote. iHeartMedia released a statement about its new organizational structure, saying, "We are modernizing our company to take advantage of the significant investments We have made a new technology and aligning our operating structure to match the technology-powered businesses we are now in. Plenty of Rockies fans announced that they were not happy about this cut on Twitter. Becca Gillen, who now writes for Purple Row, said, Jerry Schummel is such a class act. I'm seriously so sad that I won't get to hear him broadcast Rockies games anymore. This is a huge blow in an already tough offseason. Jordan McManus swung on and missed. At Coach Bulldog is Kevin Mark on Twitter. He wrote, this is sad news. I'm a Rockies fan, and I listen to a lot of the radio broadcasts and a lot of their games. Jerry Schummel is a very good baseball broadcaster, and he will be missed by all Rockies fans, end quote. According to Saunders manager Bud Blackhead, had this to say about the termination. He said, quote, Jerry is a pro. His passion for his profession showed up every day. I personally will miss our daily interactions and everyone on the ballpark. I'm sure we all feel the same, end quote. Saunders also reports that Schummel's termination comes at an especially bad time. Schummel's wife, Diana, was recently diagnosed with cancer. And Corrigan told Saunders that there will still be a two-man booth for the KOA broadcast. We now know that it's going to be Mike Rice. So ground ball in front of the plate. Hedges throws to first for the out.
Now batting, number 1.
And Mike Rice, it's very, very happy for him. It's just unfortunate it had to come under these circumstances. Schummel's layoff also could provide an opportunity for the AT&T Sportsnet Rocky Mountain broadcast to expand their broadcast team with a popular broadcaster, though there has been no indication the network has interest. So Taylor McGregor no longer is with the AT&T team as Samson lays down a bunt. Picking it up is Yates, and he throws to first in time. So number 2. Kevin McGregor is now with the Marquee Sports Network, which is a new network that just opened up this offseason to broadcast Cubs games. Tony Walters, the batter. Should be noted that Thomas Harding of MLB.com uncovered a story about KXNO radio in Des Moines, Iowa, where fans expressed their discontent with the layoffs of 6 sports talk employees, also by iHeartMedia. The fan response caused that station to reverse course and rehire these employees, so there's certainly an attempt on Twitter to try and get them to reverse their decision and bring back Schummel, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Walters grounds one up the middle into center field, a 2-out single. Oh, look at all those players on the bench for the Rockies. Yeah. So Jairo Díaz is going to bat for himself. There's no one left on the bench for the Rockies. First pitch from Yates is taken outside. Also this offseason, Larry Walker was inducted into the Hall of Fame. First Rocky ever to make the Hall of Fame. 1-0 from Diaz. It's taken inside. That one's low, and now it's 3-0 on Jairo Díaz. Yates getting behind the reliever. David Dahl waits on deck. .30 is in there. Swung on in line towards right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Jairo Díaz collecting a single. Walters moves up to second. It's the first big league hit in the career of Jairo Díaz. No one left on the Rockies bench, so Díaz comes in. Saw Garrett Richards collect his first major league hit, the starting pitcher for the Padres. It was an RBI double. There's David Dahl. He's 0 for 5. This would be a great time to get that first big league hit. I mean, not big league, first hit of the season. First pitch is outside.
Outside, that's the ball.
Oh, there's plenty of big league hits already under his ledger. .1-0 from Yates, who might be showing some sign of fatigue. Swung on and fouled out of play. One. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Count is 1 and 2.
Swung on and hit in the air towards left. Pham on the run. It's a long run, and he will not be able to make the catch. That's a fair ball. Walters will score. Diaz being waved around third, and he will score. It's a 2-run double for David Dahl. His first hit of the season. That gives the Rockies a 5-3 lead.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
That'll bring up Trevor Story.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And we'll have a pitching change. Jose Castillo into the game.
pitching for the Padres.
He's already gotten into 3 games. Every game of this series he's pitched in now. Padres are running out of arms. 2 2/3 innings, 4 strikeouts and a walk. It's Trevor Story 1 for 7 today. First pitch swung on and pulled foul. Base hit came back in the 7th inning for Story. And that one's in there for a strike of the knee. Is quickly 0-2 on Story. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Pham has a beat on this one. He makes the catch and that'll retire the side. 2-run double for David Dahl gives the Rockies a 5-3 lead. We head to the bottom of the 15th. Pham, Tatis Jr., and Machado due up. Cal Quantrill warming in the Padres bullpen should there be a need for a 16th. Jairo Díaz still on the mound for the Rockies, getting his 3rd inning of work. First batter he faces is Tommy Pham, who's 3 for 6 today. First pitch is inside.
Ball, that's inside.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 strike.
One's down and in. 2-1 the count. Next pitch will be number 34 of the day for Diaz. Swung on and grounded to third. Arenado picks it, throws to first. That's out number 1.
He's out.
Now batting, number 23.
We'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr., 0 for 6 today. First pitch from Diaz is in the dirt, ball 1.
1-0.
And a strike called at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
Diaz is in line for player of this game unless it's David Dahl. First time the Rockies have scored 5 runs this year. Took 15 innings. There's a pitch from the dirt. Count evens at 2. And that one's high and tight. Count goes full with Manny Machado waiting on deck. 3-2 from Diaz. Swung on and fouled off. 40 pitches now from Jairo Díaz. One more time, the 3-2. Swinging a ground ball up the middle into center field, a base hit. It's the first hit of the year for Fernando Tatis Jr. Dahl and Tatis both taking until the 15th inning of this one to get their first hits of the year. It's going to bring up Manny Machado. He represents the potential winning run, tying run, I should say, at the plate. First pitch is low and away. Machado 1 for 6, double and a run scored in this one. Nancy Almonte still available in the Rockies bullpen. Not sure how long you want to go with Diaz. That one's in there for a strike. Diaz still throwing strikes. After 2 very good innings. And that's in there. 1-2 the count. One-two pitch. Outside, count evens at 2. 45 pitches now for Diaz. And that one's low. Count goes full. Jose Castillo waiting on deck in the pitcher's spot. He's in the batting circle right now, on deck circle right now. 3-2 to Machado, swung on and fouled out of play. And 3-2 is high and away, he walked him. Now the tying run is on base, and the winning run steps to the plate. Jurickson Profar is going to pinch hit. Came over from the A's in a trade this offseason. For Austin Allen and Buddy Reed, player to be named later. First pitch is swung on and grounded up the middle into center field, a base hit. And a wave home. Tatis, he will score to make it 5-4. RBI single for Jurickson Profar. His first hit as a Padre. Diaz approaching 50 pitches now. Not sure how much longer you want to go. Brian Dozier, the batter, 1 for 5 in this game. First pitch outside, ball 1. Base hit in the second inning for Dozier. No pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to center. Going back on it is Dahl. He's at the track and he will make the catch. It's out number 2. Nice running catch for Dahl. Trent Grisham will bat now. He reached on an error in the 14th inning. Tying run is now at third, but there's 2 outs. First pitch is a strike at the knees. 31 of 52 pitches for strikes for Diaz. He's not going to be ready for a couple games. A 1 pitch. Swung on and pulled foul. Now Diaz just needs 1 more strike. The 0-2, high and away. And 2 pitch to Grisham. That one's high and tight, count evens at 2. swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. And that is your ball game in 15 innings. Rockies hold on 5-4. Go-ahead 2-run double in the top of the 15th for David Dahl. Jairo Díaz throws over 15 pitches across 3 innings of work. Gives up a run in his 3rd inning, but gets the win today. Rockies come away with a split in this 4-game series with the Padres. We'll see who the player of the game is. It's going to either be Dahl or Díaz. Díaz pitching his heart out in this one. Dahl finally coming through with his first hit of the season in the top of the 15th. A 2-run double. And player of the game is David Dahl. Well, Jairo Díaz comes away with the win. Hey, if you made it through this one, you are a saint. 2-2 the record on the year now for the Rockies. 15 innings today. They win 5-4. See you next time.
For the Padres, 4 runs on 14 hits, 4 errors. They left 13.